Do doctors need protection? Well, certainly till a few years ago it was not the case. Doctors were considered as God. But today, yes, doctors do need protection. And this protection is necessary because there have been lot many cases in recent past since 12 years against doctors, attacks on hospitals, attacks on doctors, attacks on paramedical people who are working in the hospitals, nurses, staffs, student doctors. So, yes, there is a need for protection to doctors today. Why this protection has suddenly become the need? Well, there are a few triggers that has led to this protection today. Now, let's see what can the reason be behind this. If you see a few reasons, it can be sudden death of the patient, delay in providing care to the patient, denial of admissions to the patient, insufficient equipment or insufficient staff, then drugs not available, or the doctor is not available on time, the administration is not proper, negligence by staff, or limited understanding of the disease by the patient and his families. All these reasons have led to attacks on doctor and the hospitals. The doctors went on strike across all over India. Some of these places where we can significantly remember where doctors have been assaulted, attacked, and doctors went on strike can be in Nagpur, Patna, Unja, Mehsana, Calcutta, Delhi, Jabalpur. So, a few places to name. But this has led to the formation of the Act, which came into action for the protection of the medical personnel and the medical institutions. The law that came into action to protect such cases of attacks on doctor was Prevention of Violence and Damage to Property Act 2008. It is a state-wise act. So more than 19 states of India have implemented this act, but it is not a central act. What are the salient features under this act? If you see, then any person who attacks a medical personnel or the paramedical staff or the hospitals can be punished with imprisonment, which can range from nearly 6 months to 5 years. Then not just imprisonment but also fine of minimum 5,000 to a maximum of 5 lakh rupees can be imposed on the patient or the people who have attacked the doctors and the hospitals. This act shall be cognizable and non-bailable. Now, if the patient is not capable of paying this fine, then it shall be collected as arrears of land revenue from his property. If his property is not sufficient, then the properties of his close relatives shall be attached as arrears of land revenue to pay this fine. But the problem is that very few people are aware of this law. Even the doctors are not aware of this law, and the police personnel. When the doctors approach the police stations, the police officers are not aware of the act, and therefore they don't know under which act to file the complaints of the doctors. But for doctors to implement this act, they should have a proper and complete documentations of the patient, the reason why he is admitted, his full medical history, the treatment that he shall undergo, the outcome of the treatment, the cost factor of the treatment, the signed consent of the patient. All this documentation is very important to be maintained by the doctors. Other than this law, what are the few steps that the people and the doctor and in general can be taken to bring awareness about this law and to improve the relation of the doctors and the patient? First of all, there is a need of a Central Act for Prevention of Attack on Doctors and the Hospitals. Also, the State Act should be advertised and acted upon by the state government. Workshops, seminars should be organized to educate the general people and the doctors as well regarding their rights. People's right should be displayed in all hospitals. Patients should be educated about triage in emergency. Patients should also be informed that the error in judgment does not always means negligence. There should be a PRO in each hospital. There should be a grievance redressal mechanism for both patients and doctors in all the institutions. Right communication is a key to improve the relation between the doctors and the patients. Doctors should be educated about proper ethics and conducts. Nurses and paramedics should be trained on soft communications. There should be a proper treatment, proper management and transparency in all the process that is being conducted in the hospitals. Other than this, the hospitals can have CCTV footage, increased security for doctors and nurses. So a few changes in the practice management and a few awareness among patients and general public is important to improve the relation between the doctors and the patients. Other than that, this law is there for the protection of doctors as there are laws for the protection of patients as well. If you like this session, please like and subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get further notifications. Thank you.